We now return to Let's Play Nebuchadnezzar, the Jimdet-Nasser period. The Jimdet-Nasser period was a culture in southern Mesopotamia that lasted between 3100 and 2900 BC. The main trait of this culture was its pottery. Pottery products from this period are colorful and often utilize several colors at once. Elements are either geometrical or figurative, depicting trees and animals such as birds, fish, goats, snakes, and even scorpions. The period saw significant development of the cuneiform script, although the oldest discovered tablets date to the preceding Uruk period. It was during the Jimdet-Nasser period that we see significant changes where the script transforms from pictograms to a simpler, more abstract design. This was also when the script received its typical cuneiform appearance. We are not sure what language the tablets were written in, but it's believed it was ancient Sumerian. The texts are purely administrative, such as counting livestock or allocating goods. Hymns or lists of kings, genres which were highly popular in later periods, are not present. The administrative buildings, discovered texts, and seals suggest that cities in this period were highly organized and that central administration controlled all aspects of the economy, from agriculture to production. The lack of exotic goods does not suggest prominent international trade, but prevalence of pottery in southern Mesopotamia reveals intensive contact and trade between local cities. This is confirmed, for instance, by the discovery of a seal in the city of Jimdet-Nasser containing a list of cities such as Ur, Uruk, and Larsa. Jimdet-Nasser was a city in southern Mesopotamia. It was founded in the Ubaid period and inhabited until the middle of the 3rd millennium BC. The first archaeological digs here took place in 1926. Leading to the discovery of many cuneiform script tablets. A little bit of a double-edged sword trying to read that as quickly as possible and trying to read it as accurately as possible. As one of many kings of Jimdet-Nasser, a city founded over 1,000 years ago, your task will be to continue developing the city and Sumerian culture as a whole. I will do my best. Welcome back. This mission will sadly be the last one I'll accompany you on. Okay, we're at the last of the tutorials. Be sure to pay attention, as the last mechanics are very important. These cover social classes, pollution and appeal, prestige, and trade. Okay? You might have noticed a new icon appeared in the unemployment panel. Here we go. Townsfolk. That's because your city can now accommodate people from a higher social class. Each class has its own type of house, and each slot requires workers from a specific class. Okay, so we are taking cues from Anno now. Find required class on the slot card next to the number of workers. Okay, not only do people from higher social classes have different requirements for goods, they also have greater requirements regarding the environment they live in. Hence, you'll need to consider two new environmental attributes. They're pollution and appeal. The current values and requirements are available in the left part of the house window. Okay. Pollution is generated by industrial buildings, while appeal is generated by decoration buildings. Hopefully they will add more, because right now there's only grass and bushes. To get a quick overview, you can layers those ones right there. Prestige is another important mechanic. It indicates how important your city is, helps build relations with other cities, and helps maintain them. Prestige is determined by several factors: the number of inhabitants, completed monuments, and the volume of trade. Okay, so I imagine that's kind of like the pillars in the Impressions games. The last most important mechanic is trade. Trade's important for two reasons. First, it's the only way to make money. Second, it's the only way to obtain resources that don't naturally occur. To start trading, you need to initiate contact with another city. Cities usually require goods in the form of a gift to initiate contact. Okay. It's also required to achieve a certain value of prestige to demonstrate you have something to offer. You can start trading immediately after you initiate contact. Simply build a port and specify which goods you want to import and export. When building a port, don't forget you can rotate the building. Okay? And that's it. It's nice to meet you, and I hope my advice has helped you grasp the basics. Well, hopefully. Okay, let us pause. We need standard villas at level 32. 32 of those. What do we have over here? Just rocks, okay. Social classes. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. It looks like they've taken the pharaoh aspect of increasing the footprint of the buildings. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. That makes it harder to plan. Pollution and appeal. Okay, we get to see that. The port, trade, and diplomacy. Okay. So, we need a population of 3,100, which is not too terrible. because I think we got pretty close with the last setup. So I don't feel that I need to make much bigger of a city than I had last time. And we need 10,000 monies. Okay, well, that means we're going to have to come up with some trade. And I guess we can make a little trade route over there. So I'm looking at, say, this for an irrigation channel, and this will be where all of my production will come from. And then I guess we just need a little bit of prestige. I don't really know what that means in terms of all the things we'll have to have, but I'm going to clean up the roads a little bit, just because I like to do that. And I guess maybe rather than have one on both sides, although that's pretty simple actually, it keeps it a little bit cleaner to have one housing block on one side, one housing block on the other, rather than create another. Although we can drag a... Okay, no. I know how we're going to do this. Okay, so we'll set up a dirt road. Let's grab it, say, right about here, lining up to there. Just go on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't need to go that far with it, I'm afraid. Actually, I will do that so that I can have a little bit of beautification in the middle. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then, yeah, so we'll drag a road out this way, and then we'll probably have something go off in this direction. I wonder, we can build a temple. I wonder if this has anything to do with prestige. It's a slightly different shape for this one. That's interesting. Okay, so let's do housing. Ooh, villas are different. And they're a different shape. They're 2x3s. They're not even 3x3s, they're 2x3s. Oh, God, that sucks. Okay, well, let's see what we can do with housing. What we can get away with housing. I wonder if maybe I can do these on the outside. Run these up on the outside. The requirements will be a little bit different, but that I might be able to get away with. Instead of having to create a whole new housing block for that. See, it says standard villas. Standard villas. So, actual villas then. We need 32 of these. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different, probably a lot trickier to handle here. Anyway, let's get into irrigation, which is in infrastructure. We'll go ahead and just put 3 pumps down because we can. And then we need to do the irrigation canal. And now this, let's see, so it basically had a radius of 3. So if I do something like that, that's not quite. So it's actually really 2. But, well, hold on, because that's technically, yeah, so I think that's actually okay. So we'll go like that, and then we'll grab, I don't know, I have to think about this in terms of how it is going to, I'm going to be able to get something in there. This is actually tricky now, having to deal with this. Because now I have to think about where the plots go because they surround so differently. Well, let's do something like that. I guess one down here. Actually, have to be a lot closer. It'd have to be like here. Okay. I don't know. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be real weird. So let's do a crop farm here. And then I guess I could do one up in here, but I need it to be, because that's going to cross over. So would it be better to have it here? Eesh. Okay. Suddenly I'm not too thrilled about all of this. We might be able to get away with something here, though. So I'm going to take a dirt road down this way, cross over to there, and then we'll create a cross piece here. meant to do there. Okay. So come back to you. We now need to... Ooh, we've got something new now. Date palms. Okay. I imagine that's what the elites will need. Can you get out? But right now we need to feed people. I do like the fact that it gives you kind of a heads up on you know, how many blocks you've got. Stuff you got built. Oh. That will look bad, but actually if we do 4 here and then delete this, that rounds it out a little bit nicer. Okay. So we've at least got that going, and then we're going to need distribution. So I'm gonna maybe, seeing how we get so many people, I'm thinking maybe I'm just going to have collectors. So like this will be a collector of wheat. And then we can have further down here one that will collect all the goods that need to be taken to these people. I imagine this thing has bad appeal. So now that I need to think about that, I guess I can, and it will be fine. So yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with the caravanseries a lot differently now. So I think I'll do this. This will be for wheat. And I suppose realistically I could even make it bread. You know though, let's not do bread. I'll drag another bunch of irrigation over here, and this will be date palms. So let's add dates to that. Ooh, there's even fish. There's the fishing pier right there. Okay, this is going to take a lot more thought than what I'm currently doing, I think. In fact, you know what? Looking at this now, I'm going to take out these 5 to add them back in on the top here, and then that way I can build a road that goes across, and now we can utilize this area as well, because you know, we need milk and that sort of thing. So realistically, I guess I'm actually going to have several of these connected, although I'm going to have one here. If I'm going to start building animals over here, I need to have that. I think I could probably get 2 animal farms in here if I do more with the irrigation canals. But yeah, I mean, these things have to be close to their setup. So we'll start with wheat. Let's go ahead and put down a warehouse here. And then, holy buckets, this is going to be a little bit hard. A little bit hard for me to figure out the networks here that I want. So anyway, let's go back to this. So this actually won't be carrying this because I won't probably have it close enough. Unless, well, let me look. So basically a crop farm. You know, actually, this would be enough. Assuming that I don't increase the workers to add even more farms, because they really can't get too much. Like this one could maybe supply another 15 or 18 rather, maybe. I would have to take that and move that, and that probably means that would become infertile. So if I drag this around, well, anyway, Jesus Christ, this is now a logistics nightmare. But yeah, so I can get 2 date palms here for sure. But now the fish would be out of the way if I put them up here, so maybe... Oh boy, okay. Let's just get something down and start thinking here about what we can do. So I'm going to take the housing, and we're going to continue housing here to this way. And then I'm going to, right now, not worry so much about the appeal. But I do want to have a poor market. What's a standard market? I don't know. Oh, so we now have a different market for both types. Oh my god, this is going to be a little bit more complicated than I like. Okay. So yeah, we'll do this. So I guess I'm going to experiment here with the thought of only one market. You know, I'd mentioned last time nah, let's not do that. Let's not risk it. I can already assume that it's going to be out, and not provide enough for the people that I need. So we'll just preemptively build 2 of those, and let's go ahead and get, I guess, bakeries built along this side. This is out of range of that. That's fine, because we'll get bread there. We can drag 2 here. Or did I want that at all? No. There's a lot of thinking in this right now. A lot more than I've anticipated there should be. Okay, so just to make sure, we are catching wheat. We will eventually catch that. So this is not going to come out perfectly. We'll take that for now, though. And then this is going to take bread, milk, pots, and we're just going to end up having a lot more stuff. Okay. So, into... Goddamn, where is this? Caravansary. And that caravansary, I'm going to have one of you taking... Well, should that matter, though? No, as a matter of fact. So I put this down for nothing, but I'm not paying anything for it. So these guys should be able to grab the wheat directly out of this, and then take the bread directly here. So we don't even need the caravansary here. Alright, let's begin this thing, and see where we can go from here. Jiminy Christmas, I've already wasted half the episode just setting things up. Although that's not uncommon, I guess. I think I did that a lot in the Impressions series that I did. Maybe I'll put the housing blocks over here for the rich people then. I wonder, so the elite housing... Oh, okay, no, it can just be on the desert. The elite housing in, I think Zeus... Was it also Pharaoh? I don't think Pharaoh, because you built up the small housing into the big housing in Pharaoh. Anyway, in Zeus, I think they had to be on fertile ground to get their own water supply, because they didn't take wells. While we're at it, we really haven't spent that much money. That's pretty good. Where the hell is this? There we go. Oh, and we've expanded a garden. Okay. Not all of these in the stills. These weren't here before. We only had access to smaller ones last time. So let's just start putting down some of that. Works out a little bit better there. So maybe I put one... Well... Fine, whatever. Okay, are we actually moving, or what's going on here? We need more people. Well, we haven't... Okay, things haven't moved yet, so let's just simmer down for a minute. We need bread, so you will be hooked up that way. Start feeding this block first. So how can we see what that does already? Not very much. This by itself does not do very much. So I'm imagining it's going to take kind of like the Impressions games, where it was like a 2x in the middle and then a strip of 1x on the outside. I can only imagine that thing is going to... It doesn't actually seem to be causing... It causes pollution, but it doesn't cause bad appeal. So I guess that's good. She's going out right now for nothing. That is a minor annoyance that is that far away, but it's okay. So what do the rich people take then? What do we turn the other stuff into? Ceramics, brickwork. But what is this? Can I get a tooltip on what this stuff is? Dates, right. Okay, so you just eat dates. That makes sense. So, given that we have a surplus here, I don't know if I need to add another one. Or if I should add another one. We've got wheat in stockpile here. Nah, well, let's see. We'll come here. It looks like we're entering into another growing year, although I don't know, it's June. When do these... Okay, July. July is their harvesting season, so yeah. This is actually appropriate. We run out just at a time when we get it. So I feel like adding any more workers, we're going to run out of that. So we're just going to have to be patient, I guess. Increasing production is really the only answer to that. So realistically, I mean, I could even probably, if I change the roads here, I could probably even get my 2 fields over here to work out. This idea that I've got over here is unnecessary. And of course, dragging irrigation, I can irrigate the entire land, so that's not a big deal. Even here, you know, if I expanded upon this. So, in order to get the benefit, I mean, I could increase by 1. But let's go ahead and try this. Grab... No, I was in the right place. Irrigation canal. So now we want the irrigation canal to come here, I guess. And then this one now doesn't need to be there. And we see I do not have enough pumps for this. That's mildly distressing. So did I take this too far? Well, not really. It would actually... I mean, we just swapped places. Okay. Let's do an irrigation canal connecting up to there. And now, this actually works. Except this doesn't, because now we don't. My god. Okay. I feel like this is a problem. I don't feel like I should need this many irrigation spots. That is not going to work, because that has to be connected. I guess maybe there? I should not need this many pumps to supply all that water. Is that not hooked up? Doesn't look hooked up. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is highly exaggerated for how many I need here. So if I was to do that, I'd kill off 2 of those fields in order to hook it up here, but it would hook up. I'm just trying not to dig into what I plan to use in the future for the animal farm, but I guess I don't have a choice here. Okay, so now let me add another grower, which means I can add another 18 of these. In fact, I could just have this farm be the farm that starts growing dates, but let's not do that. I'll have that continue there. So then you get to now add another worker there, and that should hopefully start producing a bit more of it. Although I don't know, I mean, we seem to... They're already planting. Maybe we could afford to put down another one. Hire another one. We're not getting enough, you know? Like, these guys have some of this stuff. It's great. How do I break down my taxes? Would it be statistics? Well, it said the only way you make money is through trade, so I guess we're kind of stuck on this then. I don't get money out of taxes. I would assume that's something that's going to come up later. It had better be, because... you know, I guess, you know, we're early into Mesopotamian history here, so as administrations and whatnot grow, I can see that being the future. So, next, I guess we're going to get some milk going before I completely kill any of my chances. I really hate digging into the fertile ground. I really don't have a choice. Unless I do it here. But the further we get, the further the caravanserai has to go. I'm not really pleased with that idea. But we're way too far out otherwise, so we don't have a choice. In which case, I guess I'll pull back a little bit so I can get a road. And could I go up? I feel like I'm losing more than I'd be gaining if I did that. So we'll put you there. I will pause because I don't want any of this going. Although I don't think we suffer from that. It doesn't seem like we're suffering from it. I'm just looking here because now I'm creating a strip of unirrigated land that is not useful to me. So how about there? Then I can put the little thing here. That is also irrigated land. I'd really rather not use that if I can. So something like that. God, that's going to be bad. I already feel it. This is going to be really hard. But we'll put this here. And now this will take the milk. And I guess possibly fish in the future. We do see the fish spots up here. So maybe I can use this strip of land up here for fish in the future. I could actually probably get another farm in here. I don't know. We'll have to play it by ear. So you now need to be a milker. We got a useless little strip of land right there. So actually, I'm going to take that here and push this back there. That way, if I have something here, I give myself another 3 spots that I can build into. And really, I don't even have to go back there because now I can jump it across. Let's actually do that. Let's do that. That way I don't have to worry. So what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, so about 6 more I need to take away. There. This gives me more leeway over on this side because now I just have to... Whoops, I had it. Let go. Now I can just add it over there, and then I don't have to worry about squeezing into there. I have to bear that in mind, that I can now build across the road. I like that, actually. That is something that I think even Anno 18 doesn't have that. 1800 doesn't have that. You have to build contiguously. So that's a nice feature there. But now we have to get it to market, which means we're going to need you to come grab milk all the way from here, all the way to here. That is going to be a journey, which means that it is going to make it very difficult now for you maintaining that supply. That's a problem that I had a lot in some of my series before, where it just took too long to supply them. So this may not work out. I may need a caravanserai over here, or another warehouse over here, to take it to the and just drag it along that way. That might be the only way. Alternatively, just not have anything over here that's that far away. Alternatively to that, have another warehouse here that the markets come and grab their milk from, and just keep milk out of this altogether. I don't know, there's a lot of choices here. So a bit more abstract feeling than the other games for some reason. I don't know why. I guess just because of that mechanic, because I can't reliably have this supplied by this, I now actually have to get in here. I guess this has a lot more logistics to it then, is what I'm trying to say. The mechanics of the game are much more focused on trade routes than, or at least, production routes than the Impressions games were. I mean, for one thing, having limited range of your irrigation is a mechanic that was not in any of the other games. Like, you think about the water pump in Pharaoh or in Emperor, and one water pump, you just had to hook up your ditches and it would be enough to pump it in there. This idea that I have to have 4 of these, this seems excessive. I said that before, but this seems excessive. And maybe later, as technology grows, we will gain access to larger water wheels. I mean, that might just be a thing. It seems like it doesn't give you all the options at the beginning. So, like, with the markets and the grass. You just don't have those there until later. Okay, we're actually supplying the milk. Of course we are, because I don't have anyone distributing it. So now we'll have someone doing the milk. And there's the milk run. We'll see how quickly that diminishes. Quite quickly, quite rapidly. I might need to have a second caravansary guy come over here, because I can only imagine these have a certain number. Well, we can see. They can hold up to 20. I'm going to need a second one. Probably sooner than I think, actually. Let's go ahead and just get that down. Using my spinning. There we go. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter where this livestock farm is. I mean, it kind of does. This probably... Yeah, this will gain me way more access. And then gives me the opportunity... Oof. I'm just thinking, it gives me the opportunity to erode if I want to use the fishing, but then I have to calculate that into my planning. So, like, here, this would do the trick. Yeah, this would do the trick. And then I can just run a road up the backside without worrying that I'm getting into the... Yeah, okay. Oh boy. This is a different game, for sure. That's okay, though. It could be fun. Let's, so fishing pier... I have to rotate the fishing piers. C. So the road has to go right up to it. Wonder why it doesn't go into there. I guess because it's not actually a flat. Okay. Okay, well, so realistically then, I could just have a road on the outside. It would dip in here, and I could pull this forward, but I think this will be enough. I'm just missing out on all of this, but that's okay. Like I said, I can still run a road up here, and we can use this as a nice fishing point. This is all fertilized, so... Yeah, this will work. Actually, pull that back, because I still have this area that I can use. Although I could expand that for this, if I decide to get another guy in here. I don't think I can get 18 out of that, so never mind. So all that mess that I'd made over here I can bring back now, because if I want to build another farm over here, now I can use it there, because this isn't going to be used. So yeah, okay. Yeah. I realize how... What? I picked the wrong thing. I realize how fiddly this is, but I'm really trying to maximize my space, because I feel more than the other games, this is going to be important. Why are these little pegs here, though? Why is it separating those? They should be part of the same thing. Oh, I don't know. It's still utilizing them, so that's good enough for me. And then, of course, there is always the option to drag this across the road, and we can continue expanding this. I'm sure we're going to have to. In fact, you know, thinking as I was that I would turn this into the date palms area, I think I got this backwards. Because if I'm going to build an elite housing area over here, that's not going to work out. So the elite housing area will have to be over here. In fact, I could probably just squeeze it in here just fine. It'll be close to the industry and probably not... I'm sorry? What does that mean? Some routes have changed. Oh, well, okay, but not really. I didn't move this. The hell? Why is that red? Why can't I pick that up now? What are you talking about? I haven't destroyed the route. God damn it. I'm confused. So now that's the way it comes... The fuck? I think it was red because that's the pickup point. The route did not change. And we see, though, he's traveling with 20. He's traveling with a full... I think that's him right there. He's traveling with a full set. We're still having more over there. So I want to speed this up just a little bit. Okay. How much has he got that time? 20, almost 20. 16. Okay. So, yeah, we don't need another guy going, although I don't know, which would be better at this point? I guess it depends upon... Well, okay, so now that these guys have all been fed, they've got it. All right. I don't think this is an issue. At some point, I'm going to just run out of things, but it's all going to be in equilibrium. I mean, these guys are full, and I think everyone around here's got milk. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go through these phases now where I think I'm going to have to do it piecemeal as a development, rather than just say, okay, everybody gets milk, because otherwise, you know, people are not going to have it. I mean, these guys don't even have bread. It's going to have to be a, okay, get this little piece up to snuff, get a little bit of a surplus going. I mean, look at this. We're already... I bet you I could afford another bread maker in here. But let's go ahead and get you going on bread, and let's have it go this way. Again, for the very same reason that you'll be coming up here, and we're going to hit these guys twice, but they'll be last on the route. And then we also want the same of milk. I really do like the copying trade route thing. That's a neat idea there. And yeah, I think we'll be fine. So this will empty out. These guys aren't sitting on extra. Well, this one is. This one is overproducing. That's okay though. Hopefully that means it will fill up a lot quicker. At least with the milk it did. Where's the 7? Why aren't we taking that out, dude? I don't like the fact that this is sitting on this stuff. Note that these do not have haulers, so maybe that hauler is spending all of his time going and getting wheat to feed these, and not... But he's full of bread, though. I wish I could find out where he is. Like, I can't click on him, I can't find him specifically. I want to know exactly where this guy's workers are, because then I could tell whether he's spending all of his time getting wheat, or he's actually taking stuff here. I mean, it is diminishing, so something's going there. I think I need to add another worker. We are overproducing wheat. So I'll do that. It seems to be working. It's getting there. It's just... You know, maybe instead of adding a worker to each of these buildings, I should just go... Because what's the real difference? I mean, aside from the cost of building the production, which isn't even there, 60 for the bakery, did it cost me anything to add that worker? Maybe that's the difference. All I know is we've got an excessive amount of wheat, so I don't know, I'll have to figure that one out. Anyway, this one's been going on for a while. I think this is starting to get a little bit more complicated, so we're going to probably take a while to finish off episodes and missions and whatnot. Maybe we'll see an impact now on the stone roads. It still has not said that stone roads are any different than dirt roads. You know, when we put them down, I did not see the appeal be any different. The appeal has greatly gone up now, just for having the bushes next to it. So that's kind of cool. These guys are suffering the most because they're furthest away from it, but it does have a radius. So if I put a strip along the back, hopefully that will help out a lot. These guys are being polluted, but that does not seem to have an impact upon the poor, so it's all fine. Anyway, time to end this one here. I will see you next time.